What's going on, guys? Chad here. This is 5 things you can do for a bulletproof mind. This is 5 things that I practice almost daily that I've found have massively helped me strengthen my mind, relieve anxiety, stop my overthinking, and just help me be a more confident and more sure of myself person, to really just allow me to, break free from my mind pulling my attention in all these different areas at all times, and just help me be a happier person overall, to be honest with you, which who doesn't want that, right? So these are 5 things that massively help me, and I hope that somebody finds value from this. I recommend that you at least try each one of these and see if it works for you. So let's get to it. Skip it. The first one's exposure response prevention, or ERP. And don't let me lose you on this first one. This is a very scientific one. The rest aren't. It seems like a very scientific one, but it's really not. And the rest aren't any terminology like this, really. But this one I got from the book called When in Doubt, Make Belief by Jeff Bell. And this massively helped me. When I found this out, I was like, whoa, like this, I was struggling really bad with overthinking. And when I found out this exercise that you can do to help you get over these thoughts that bother you constantly and daily, I felt the benefit almost immediately. So what it is it's a desensitization process designed to help people with OCD gradually face their fears. So I don't know if I've never been diagnosed with OCD, but I've always thought I had it. But yeah, I really struggled with overthinking and getting stuck on these certain what if thoughts, and they were always structured in the worst case scenario, catastrophe, like what if something bad happens, and I would get stuck on them for months, years, and I just wouldn't be able to get over them. Like, oh, what if that really does happen? What if I'm not looking at it clearly? What if this situation is, bound to happen? What if I did something terrible in the past? Like, just stuff that's based on like your deepest fears. But what this does is it desensitizes your brain to what if thoughts, and it'll strengthen your mind, right? If you suffer from this, or just in general, any worries that are irrational and you can't seem to get over, try this exercise. And what you do to how this exercise works is you sit there and you willingly pull the thought. You ask yourself, what is bothering me? And you find the thought that's bothering you that you can't get over, and willingly pull it to the forefront of your mind and allow it to be there. Allow yourself to feel the anxiety that it produces. And what this is going to do is, over time, it's going to desensitize the part of your mind that is creating anxiety relating to this thought. Over time of willingly bringing it to the forefront of your mind, thinking about it and allowing it to be with no resistance, your mind is going to gradually desensitize from the sting that it has on it, right? And if it's a what if thought, then if you practice this with what if thoughts, then for any what if thought, you're going to change your relationship to the structure of what your mind's going to start to learn what the what if thought actually means, which is basically just a hypothetical prediction of the future, right? Created in the worst scenario, or projected in the worst scenario. But this has massively helped me. You can do this right now. You can literally sit there and pull to the forefront a thought that you're stuck on, and practice this throughout the day, and you'll feel it's bother you less, right? Whereas if you've been pushing it away in the past, if you flip the script and now you willingly pull it forward, you're going to tell your mind that this thought is not a danger, it's not a threat, and your mind's going to let it be, it's going to let it dissolve, right? Let's go to the next one. Spend time with your deepest, darkest fears. Now, I know this sounds like this sounds very serious and whatnot, but basically what it means is, in the world of distraction that we live in, we barely have any time to just sit there and contemplate what's bothering us, right? We go through whatever we have in our life, traumas. We go through situations that bother us, situations we're unsure of, and we push it away. We distract ourselves with our phone, right? We move our attention on to something else. I just wanted to make sure the video didn't get cut off for a second. But whenever something happens to us, we basically don't give ourselves the time to process it, right? So and then it creates this nagging feeling you have in the back where it's some situation that you haven't fully faced, and it has this minor feeling of fear, guilt that you've been suppressing, right? So to do this, just take time to turn your phone off, turn it on do not disturb, sit in a quiet place with no stimulus, no outside stimuli, and just ask yourself, what is bothering me right now? And let whatever comes up be, without resisting it, right? Let it emerge from you. You almost feel it in your gut, like let it emerge, let it be released, let it dissolve, right? And you'll find that you didn't even know that certain situations were bothering you, and then by asking yourself that, you find it and you realize, oh, I didn't even know that was bothering me. And then you see it for what it is, and you realize that you can release it and stop and release the tension that your body has on it, right? What you resist persists. That's a good rule of thumb for this, right? So let's go to the next one. Accept the present moment. And I know people probably heard this like everywhere. Oh, live in the present, whatever. But if you really internalize this can really change it can amplify the the gratitude you have for this moment, and it can make you 10 times happier in the moment, right? So reality is right now, and it includes you right now, right? Whatever you want to change in the past or want to avoid for the future, like that doesn't exist. You are in the middle of that, and any energy you're spending living in the past or worrying about the future is taking you away from right now. And all of this whole process is happening right now in reality, which is constant right here, and it's moving, and it's moving whether you're with it or you're not. So there's nothing you can do about the past, and there's nothing you can do outside of the present moment to prepare for the future. It all happens now. Reality is right now. You can't change what already is. What is right now, right here. So to be authentic, to be yourself, to live as yourself, you need to be right here, grounded in the present, right? And what this does is to internalize this, narrows your focus to stop dwelling on the past and worrying about the future, right? That's what I just explained. So practice each day, just being in the present, right? Next one, have a workout. Don't overlook this one, right? Don't overlook this, because good physicality breeds good mentality. I don't know where I got that quote from, but if you have a good physique and you are healthy and your body is healthy, your mind is going to follow, right? In multiple ways. The first way, the process of getting fit is going to callous your mind. It takes strength. It takes putting up with pain and dealing with discomfort to get fit by working out or running or whatever you're going to do to get fit. And it's going to callous your mind and make you stronger, because your mind is going to get less and less reactive to discomfort. Your mind is going to build a tolerance up to discomfort, and this is going to help you in all areas of life, because it becomes more used to the discomfort that is caused by getting fit, right? But it also can carry over into your social life, where you'll find that you're more used to dealing with the small amount of social anxiety when you first enter a crowd or a social gathering, right? You'll be more used to that discomfort from all the callous you've done by putting yourself through physical workout. So it's going to help you in other areas, right? The more armored you are against discomfort, the less things affect you. So if you have an extreme physical, if you're very healthy and very fit, your mind is going to follow, right? So, and also it's good for your mind. It's healthy to, you're sweating, you're giving yourself positive energy, you're putting yourself through some pain, some hardship, and you feel proud of it after, and it's going to boost your confidence and boost your self-image. You're going to look at yourself as a more worthy, more eager and ambitious person, right? The last thing is meditate. This one, I know it's talked about a lot, but I've been doing this for months, almost daily. And this really, I used to be so pulled around by my mind. My mind used to produce all these thoughts, and I used to put so much value on them. But sitting and meditating a little bit each day and observing my thoughts instead of being in the forefront and all wrapped up in them and trying to get rid of them, or just sitting back and taking a step back out of my mental processes. allows me to create space from all the thoughts that are created however, in whatever state of mind I'm in. But say I'm in an anxious state, meditating is going to allow me to take a step back from that and just see all the thoughts and observe them as like a third person almost, and not get so involved in them, right? Just to let them and watch them just go away on their own, because they're created on their own and they go away on their own, right? And over time, this is going to make you a more grounded in the present person. And also, it's going to make you more intelligent, because you're going to be able to see, you're going to have space in between you and your thoughts. So say in a social situation, when you're having a conversation with someone else, you don't want to jump to conclusions right away, right? You're going to see, oh, that thought just came up about this. Maybe let me listen a little bit deeper, and maybe let me see if I have another thought or another perspective on this, right? It's going to make you more intelligent, more grounded in the present person. So those are the 5 things that I've found massively help me. And I have this next slide for you, which is a super stack on what you can do in a day to exercise all 5 of these things. This is what I do in an ideal day, right? I'm not perfect. Some weekends, I'm too busy and I don't get around to it. That's not an excuse, but I'm working on it, right? A morning meditation, I do it before work. ERP throughout work. I just take a minute, whenever I'm zoning off, or I substitute the time that I pick up my phone. Instead of that, I'll just put it down and I'll just do it ERP, and I'll think of whatever's bothering me and allow it to, and feel the anxiety that it produces, and it'll desensitize my brain over time if I do that. And I try to maintain a degree of presence as much as possible throughout the day. And I'll take some time, whether it's in the afternoon, whenever, like during my break, I'll just sit down and try to see if there's anything bothering me in the present moment, right? What's bothering me? Is there any fear that's there that I'm suppressing? Is there any emotion that I'm suppressing, that I'm keeping down? And I see if I can, just observe it, try to pinpoint what it is, bring my attention to it, and allow it to be there. And it somehow works out on its own, right? It releases on its own. And then I end my day with the workout. I used to work out in the morning. Now my schedule's changed, so I work out after work. And I just feel great after, right? It's just all around. If you hit this for, a week straight or a couple weeks straight, you're gonna notice massive benefits, right? You're gonna feel so much better. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's it for me for today. I hope someone found value from this. Peace out.